at the time when Uganda lost these people in Kasese, then I think it's another question to address. And I do not really think that Comrade Namatov was saying it. I don't think that this issue was actually highlighted in the summit we had. If it means even compensating the families, is it just about Ugandan government? I thought when a relationship comes in, it must be two-way. It is like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. When we are in relationship, I must benefit. We must also what? Benefit. It is a symbiosis relationship. Yeah. So if that is not happening, then I feel like this summit of Russia Africa has not addressed that question. Before we just I think minutes ago, Comrade O was also clear when he said that wherever these forefathers of Africa are, they must be believing of the Africa we are doing today. And because of the continuous neocolonialism, the bits of imperialism, it means that we are not really achieving the dreams of these forefathers. You must recall that before Gaddafi died in 2011, around October there, he had already ensured that Libya was going through a steady socio-economic transformation. Of course, we might recall that today's leading NRM party in Uganda here, it is part of their pillars, the socio-economic transformation. And I just wanted to recall that by then, if Comrade Chidega or Trusted was already done with university, he would immediately get a free housing accommodation. That was Libya by then, by the way, which is not even there today. And I think that's why the superpowers got annoyed and they started fighting against the super socialist state in Libya. And for example, if I was unemployed, I would still be paid because I'm unemployed. And such things would bridge the gap. You might recall that today is from the UBOS statistics. It is projected that in the year of 2050, Africa will be contributing 40% of the world's population. And you might recall that Uganda today is one of the leading fastest growing population here. That means our surge, our energy must be focused on empowering the younger generation. You might recall that when you had just scooped a position as Secretary for Labor in the National Youth Council of Uganda, you were able to go to Russia. And therefore, the charisma and the experience that you were able to gain when you were there, you now have something, a story to tell. And that's why you would want to call upon a spirit of Pan-Africanism for those who would want to travel and go outside the African continent, go and don't stay there. This is an Africa that we can build ourselves. Go run a few things, come back, let's implement them. We develop an African continent. Of course, to note that when those colleagues, the forefathers, those of Kwame Nkrumah had met, he was just reminding Africans that just you are not an African because you were born in Africa, but you are an African because Africa is born in you. So that notion doesn't mean the wording and sentiment only. It must be upon implementation. So losing one life in Uganda here in Kasese, it is a blow. What if that person who died, that kid in senior what was going to become the next president of Uganda? What if he was the next Chidega to go to Russia to get some knowledge from there? I'm really trying to be objective because these are things that really perturb us. Imagine I was not born, I wouldn't be here today speaking these national things.
True.
I want that when next day I am here, when OO is here, is speaking those major issues that are affecting us and the possible solutions to these problems. I have had issues with Makerelians. Every time they are speaking, they do not avoid the word problematic. And I have had issues with the trusted in that. Why don't we avoid that word problem? Because everything you think there is a problem, then the problem must come. So the issue is looking for the wrong term solutions for these problems. So I just wanted to say that if wherever today these forefathers are, including Mama Gaddafi, Gamal Abdul Nasser, I think we've also had one from Chisoro Kaiches. So wherever these people are, yes. Wherever these people are, they are crying. Kaiches. That is the father of General KK. By then, before even he died, I think he was on a plane going to ensure that Africa would get independence, especially for Uganda. So wherever they are, if today they were here, I think Uganda itself, the people who are employed today, they would be rubbing shoulders with the big people in the country. But because there is a big problem of unemployment, Gaddafi by then had also employed the unemployment scheme. Tuko pamoja. So I just wanted to conclude that by saying that much more is to be done. And I just wanted to also feel like Africa is a sophisticated country. We are powerful, by the way. Leaving around the other external influence of imperialism, of course, being, I have had issues with the also religion somehow, by the way. because some of these ideologies, they are penetrated through religion. That's why you must recall every bishop who must go through in every, that they must go to, I don't know if he's a bishop or an archbishop at the national level, they must go to Canterbury for mentorship. Mentorship on what should happen in the country where they are coming from. So you might recall that I think in not many years ago, like about 5 years ago, a black baby and a white baby were put together. And of course, they were able to talk, and they were given 2 doors: a door that is white and a door that is black. And a black baby was asked if to choose the most beautiful doll. The black baby chose the